This is Power Ground Boxing, where we're dedicated to the great sport of boxing. I need you to subscribe right now for another jab of boxing news and information from around the world, commentary and entertainment with a focus on honoring those of the past and the present who have made a positive contribution to this wonderful sport that me and you call boxing. This is Quick Jab, and right now we're getting ready to talk about Vasyl Lomachenko and Devin the Dream Haney. Now, right now at the time of this video, it is May 20th, 2023, and we are about to witness greatness right now. Devin the Dream Haney, the undisputed, the youngest undisputed lightweight champion of the world, is getting ready to take on Vasyl Lomachenko. Now, I'm getting on right now to talk about some things that's on my mind right now because people are going crazy in the internet streets. Let me tell you, let me break it down so it's forever broke. Now, it's already messed up that things are the way they are in boxing. So many double standards and quadruple standards and things of that nature, right? But right now, Devin Haney, as the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, has done right now what nobody in the sport has done. This guy started off professionally fighting in Tijuana, Mexico, or something like that, right? And then he worked his way and grinded his way to becoming the number one ranked individual, or the number one contender to fight for a belt, right? He made his way to he fought his way to becoming the number one contender. And then when he was supposed to fight the individual by the name of Lomachenko, guess what? There was an excuse on why that fight did not happen. Vasyl Lomachenko, he applied to be a franchise champion. The WBC granted that application to be a franchise champion. And then Vasyl Lomachenko became the franchise champion. That relinquished that belt, that WBC belt, and by way of email, Devin the Dream Haney got notified that, hey, he was going to be the champion. And then an individual, the arrogance, says, hey, well, you know, he's an email champ. He didn't beat me. That's what Vasyl Lomachenko team was saying. But it was them that applied to be the franchise champion. You got what I'm saying? So then Devin the Dream Haney, the individual who fought his way to being the number one contender, he gotta play catch up, because then the world start calling him email champion. He took the shots on the chin. It was getting on his nerves. It was discouraging. The world consistently was disrespecting Devin the Dream Haney. Now, the lightweight division is going on and going on. People are fighting. Devin Haney keeps trying to fight everyone. He tried to fight Lomachenko. He tried to fight Teofimo Lopez. He keeps trying to fight everyone. He didn't duck no smoke. He not out here drinking, thugging, drugging, doing all the inappropriate things that make you look crazy. And guess what? Every single time somebody is saying something about him, somebody, oh, he didn't do this and he didn't do that. The only thing he did is fought who he could fight. That's all he fought. That's all he did. He fought everyone that was available for him to fight. That's what he did. And then eventually, you know, when Teofimo Lopez defeated Lomachenko, right? Guess what? Before they fought, guess who Teofimo Lopez had talked to? And I saw it on DAZN, D-A-Z-N. You know that app. I saw it. Guess who he talked to? Guess what? Devin, that Dream Haney, confronted Teofimo Lopez. He confronted Teofimo Lopez like, yo, we need to get it on. Let's fight. And guess what? T.O. shook. He was like, yeah, let's fight. And then guess what? For some reason, Teofimo Lopez, lying ass, didn't do what the fuck he said he was going to do. So then Teofimo Lopez fights Vasyl Lomachenko. So now Teofimo Lopez fights Vasyl Lomachenko. And guess what happens? He defeats Vasyl Lomachenko. So now that Teofimo defeats Lomachenko, okay, cool. So now everyone was saying, including Devin Haney, was saying, hey, fight Devin Haney. But no, he didn't do that. He didn't do that. Now people were saying, give Vasyl Lomachenko a rematch, T.O. But guess what? Teofimo Lopez did not give Vasyl Lomachenko a rematch. He said, nah, it wasn't in the contract. He wasn't going to give me a rematch. That's what Teofimo Lopez said. So then Teofimo Lopez was looking for a soft touch. He had a lot of options, but he searched for what he considered a soft touch. And guess what? He saw George Kambosos. So since he saw George Kambosos, oh man, woo! He looked at George Kambosos like he was food. You understand what I'm saying? He like, yeah, that's a chicken dinner right there. He looked at Teofimo Lopez, saw George Kambosos as a chicken dinner. Like, yeah, I'm about to run that right there. Now, at the same time, Teofimo Lopez, his stock going up. He's saying that he's the truth and that he's the number one and that nobody can touch him and that he's getting ready to take everything to a new level. He's on a high horse, talking crazy, talking mad crazy, mad greasy, feeling himself, right? Then a bidding war ensued, and then for whatever reason, he didn't get the money that he was supposed to get. The company couldn't get the money that they were supposed to get out of the fight. Whatever reason, Teofimo Lopez, the fight got postponed. You got what I'm saying? Teofimo Lopez had a fight, and it got postponed. It got pushed back. And it looked as if Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos wasn't going to fight. And then somebody else picked up the fight. And eventually, we had Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos fighting. George Kambosos told not Devin Haney, but George Kambosos told Teofimo Lopez, yo, I'm gonna destroy you. You a young dude, you think you popping, you not popping, you hot, you think you nice, but you not nice. This is basically what George Kambosos told Teofimo Lopez. Like, hey, I'm gonna destroy you. Now, Devin Haney wanted to fight Teofimo Lopez, but guess what? Teofimo Lopez ducked that smoke, like I already said. So now, Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos getting ready to get it on. First round popped out, right? You got what I'm saying? They started fighting, boom, boom, boom. You got what I'm saying? Guess who gets dropped? First or the second round. Second round, guess who's dominating right now? George Kambosos. Already by the third round, Teofimo Lopez is already dropped, already looking like a crazy man, rushing everything and throwing shots that are too fast and just looking all herky-jerky awkward. George Kambosos is destroying Teofimo Lopez. Destroying him. You saw it, I saw it. So now, George Kambosos defeats the person that was high on his horse, Teofimo Lopez. And of course, initially, Teofimo Lopez in complete denial. Oh yeah, I won and this, that, and the third. He was just going through all these crazy emotions. And then Teofimo Lopez, after he lost to George Kambosos, immediately during the when he was telling George Kambosos and being a super sore loser, saying, yo, I won, everybody know I won, etc., etc. Guess what George Kambosos says? Let's run it back. That's what George Kambosos says. Hey, let's run it back then. If you think you won, let's run it back. So do you think Teofimo Lopez ran it back? Nah, he took his ass to 140. You got me? He took his ass to 140. Okay, so now we getting it popping. George Kambosos got a couple of the belts, right? But guess who got the other belt? George Kambosos, yeah, he got 3 of them belts, but guess who got that 4th belt? Who got the WBC? Devin the Dream Haney got the WBC. Why got the WBC belt? Why everybody still calling him email champ? Still call him email champ. He just, he fighting who he can fight, okay? You know what I'm saying? He get rid of Jojo Diaz, right? Great matchup, great fight. Great, tough fight, right? Okay, so Devin the Dream Haney, he's still doing this thing while constantly getting ridiculed. He getting money now, but constantly getting ridiculed by so many people in boxing. They say everything, say all the negative things. I'm talking about from Shakur Stevenson, Gervonta Tank Davis, all these other individuals saying his name, but when they speak his name, they were speaking with disrespect. You got me? Now, only thing he doing is trying to fight everybody. You got what I'm saying? Trying to fight everybody. Ain't nobody else saying, yeah, we want that smoke. We got you. He trying to fight everybody. Okay, so now we push forward. George Kambosos got the belt. It seems as if, now mind you, Devin Haney, when George Kambosos got the decision, because everybody who saw the fight saw that George Kambosos defeated and destroyed Teofimo Lopez. He outboxed him. He showed more grit. He showed more heart. He had the heart of a warrior. He was doing everything that you're supposed to do. You got me? That's what George Kambosos did when he defeated Teofimo Lopez. Now, when Teofimo Lopez went off his high rocker and he went out, boom, now he's out the picture. It seemed as if after George Kambosos taking, them belts back to Australia, saying, anybody that fight, hey, I've been fighting all around the world. Anybody that want to fight me, you want to smoke, then guess what you got to do? You got to come through me and you got to come to the land down under. That's what George Kambosos said. So now this is what George Kambosos does. It looked as if George Kambosos did everything to not fight Devin the Dream Haney. Now, mind you, when George Kambosos won, Devin the Dream Haney, it's on YouTube. He was jumping up and down because he was happy, because he knew that lying ass Teofimo Lopez, if Teofimo Lopez won, he wasn't going to give him a shot at the title. He knew that. So he was hoping that George Kambosos won, because George Kambosos and him, just like Teofimo Lopez, they had a conversation. And George Kambosos said, yeah, I'll fight you. Same way Teofimo lying ass said that he would fight Devin Haney. But when we saw that Teofimo Lopez wasn't going to fight Devin Haney and he fought somebody else, then guess what? We threw that out the window like this motherfucker ain't worth his word. He ain't worth shit because he ain't worth his fucking word. You got what I'm saying? So then, boom, we push on. George Kambosos wins. Now, he's stringing Devin Haney along, doing the art of war. He's stringing Devin Haney along like he want to smoke, but he don't want to smoke. Because he told Devin Haney that he would fight him, but then he did everything to try to avoid fighting Devin Haney. He was trying to make the fight with Vasyl Lomachenko, but unfortunate incidents and a variety of occurrences happened in the world. The Ukraine and Russia had geographical conflict. You got me? due to this geographical conflict, the narrative and the storyline is that Vasyl Lomachenko felt patriotic and he wanted to do his due diligence by his Ukrainian people, and that is stay with the Ukraine during this war time to defend his country. He chose to defend his country, and that's honorable. That is the storyline. So he stayed and he could not fight George Kambosos. Mind you, George Kambosos did not talk to Vasyl Lomachenko and make promises. George Kambosos talked to Devin Haney and made promises that he would fight him. But he did everything to avoid fighting Devin Haney. He tried to fight Teofimo Lopez again. He tried to fight Vasyl Lomachenko. He tried to fight some other light touches. But for whatever reason, whether it was Top Rank and Ludabella and all these other bigger entities saying, look, we not going to pay you no money if you fight this guy. We not paying you no money if you fight that guy. You understand me? So everyone said, oh, George Kambosos could have got a soft touch. No, he couldn't have, because the money wasn't there. He couldn't fight. He didn't. Teofimo Lopez didn't want no smoke in the rematch, so his ducking ass was out of here. Vasyl Lomachenko couldn't fight because he chose to be patriotic and he had to defend his homeland of Ukraine. So there was only one person and one more belt. And guess who that was? That was Devin the Dream Haney. So eventually contracts were signed. Devin Haney signed a contract for he left Eddie Hearn, left Matchroom, left the zone, left the money. He was getting money over there, left that money. Signed up for a 3-fight deal with Top Rank because he's chasing the belts. He's chasing his legacy. And the only thing since he came into the game at 16, only thing he been doing is trying to fight the best people. So Haney signs a 3-fight deal with Top Rank. And he signs up to fight George Kambosos not once, but 2 times in the land down under. Now listen, you may not be African American and you may not look like this, but I tell you this, if you know anything about the Aborigine people in Australia or the minorities in Australia, then you know they are not treated properly. There's a lot of racism in the land down under. A lot of the natives and indigenous people, they get treated bad, horribly bad. It's a lot of racism going on. But Devin Haney decides to sign a contract, and if you don't believe that, all you got to do is do some research on the systematic segregation, alienation, and oppressive racism in Australia. But anyway, this video ain't about all that. I'm just letting you know how big of a feat it is for Devin the Dream Haney say, you know what? I'll sign up 2 times to fight in the land down under. Do you understand what I'm saying? It don't matter if you ain't gonna cheat me. I'm better than him, and I know it. I'm better than him. I believe in myself, and guess what? I'm gonna go and I'm gonna show the world my greatness. So Mr. Duck No Smoke, aka The Dream, aka The Undisputed, aka Devin Haney, goes to the land down under, puts on a passionate and dominant victory over George Kambosos, comes back to America and was not celebrated. He was not celebrated. It seems as if he got the belts in Australia and came back to America only to be hated and not celebrated. You got what I'm saying? Now, it was already an amazing feat to go over there and take the belts with the judges and the people. Man, Devin Haney went over there, the true professional. And guess what? Before the fight, they didn't even let his father into the land down under. You got what I'm saying? They did every single thing that you can do. And then guess what Devin Haney did? He went over there anyway. He said, hey, I'm going to show you how great I am. He told the world, and guess what? Regardless of what people say now about George Kambosos, when it was George Kambosos against Devin the Dream Haney, everybody or most people were saying, oh, Devin Haney not gonna win. He don't got enough power to keep ferocious Kambosos off of him. He don't got enough power. He can't do it. He can't win. That was the narrative. Everybody was saying that. Nobody was saying, oh, Devin Haney is too big. Oh, he looked like, no, nobody was saying that. You got me? Now, when they did the weigh-in, they were talking about how Devin Haney looked like a skeleton, but nobody was saying, oh man, Devin Haney too big. Oh, it was no excuses. Nobody was like, oh, George Kambosos, he 28, 29, 30 years old. Oh, he too old. Nobody was using no fucking excuses. You got what I'm saying? Nobody. The narrative was like, hey, Devin the Dream Haney, you know what I'm saying, fighting George Kambosos in Australia. Because it seemed like most people wanted Devin Haney to lose to George Kambosos. But then Devin Haney put on a boxing clinic. He wasn't sitting down on his punches, but he put on a clinic. He completely outboxed George Kambosos. You got me? Then he came to America and he was hated, not celebrated. Nobody was like, oh, we're going to create a Devin Haney the Dream Day. No. People was like, He just didn't get the respect that he deserved. So then he went back to the land down under, and then he was sitting down more on his punches, and he bloodied Kambosos' face up. He was bloodying him up. He was butchering Kambosos, and won, successfully defended all 4 belts. The youngest is undisputed in this modern era. He has made history. He is an instant Hall of Famer right now from what he has accomplished, because he has accomplished what no other person has accomplished ever. The youngest. You got me? So now we push on. Devin the Dream Haney, undisputed, has defeated George Kambosos. Now, eventually, after George Kambosos tried to duck him and fight Lomachenko and fight other people, you know, they wasn't putting their money behind that. Anyway, Haney defeats George Kambosos. So now, the war in Ukraine is slowing down. Vasyl Lomachenko fights Jermaine Ortiz, right? Now, most people in boxing say that Ortiz was robbed. They feel like he did enough to win against Vasyl Lomachenko, even though he was slowing down and Vasyl Lomachenko had picked it up in later rounds. But he won. He was the more accurate. Look at the punch stats. Look at CompuBox and just look at it with no sound. Not listening to Tim Bradley and everybody else. You would have thought Jermaine Ortiz won if you know how to count punches. But it was close. So I wasn't mad that they gave it to Vasyl Lomachenko, although I didn't think he won. But boom. But he's still super talented. He's still Lomachenko. Okay? He wins against the bigger Jermaine Ortiz. Nobody says, oh, Loma, you small. You small, you know, compared to Ortiz. Hey, Loma, when you fought Luke Campbell, you were smaller, and he was, 5'10". When he fought Comey, nobody was like, you know what, Comey 5'9", and he outweigh you. When he fought Nakatani, nobody was like, Oh no, Nakatani is way taller than you, and he weigh way more than you, and he's younger, blah, 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 right? So anyway, Vasyl Lomachenko defeats Ortiz. Now, Devin the Dream Haney, right after Vasyl Lomachenko wins, the undisputed champion steps into the ring and he is chasing fighters. He's stepping into the ring with Lomachenko saying, hey, what's up? You want the smoke? I want the motherfucking smoke. Do you want the motherfucking smoke? If you want the smoke, please let me know, because guess what? This guy wants the fucking smoke. So Mr. Want all the goddamn action on the planet, Mr. Yeah, I want this, steps into the ring with Vasyl Lomachenko and lets him know, hey, let's get it popping. Who does that? Your favorite fighter did not do that. Your favorite fighter did not do that. So let's not act like your favorite fighter did. He didn't. You got what I'm saying? So we not gonna act like that didn't happen because it seems as if people have amnesia nowadays. People just, it's like they magically forget what's going on out here. You got what I'm saying? George Kambosos wasn't calling Devin Haney pillow fist. Nobody else who was in a ring with Devin Haney was calling him pillow fist. Only the people who don't box, don't know how to box. Only the people who sit their ass in seats and do absolutely nothing but talk this, pillow fist type talk. But anyway, Vasyl Lomachenko gets hunted down by Devin Haney. Devin the Dream Haney steps into the ring and challenges Lomachenko, even though Lomachenko is the challenger. And he's coming off of a first fight where he didn't look so good, but guess what? Lomachenko got the name. You got what I'm saying? He got the protection, and he got the love and the admiration and a couple of other things. Wink, wink. So Devin the Dream Haney steps into the ring and tells Lomachenko, hey man, let's get it popping. Lomachenko has no other option but to say yes. This is what he wanted. He wanted all the belts, and guess who got all the belts? The person that he ducked, Devin the Dream Haney. You got me? Contract signed. They gonna do what they gotta do. Devin the Dream Haney is doing a lot of things during this time to try to build this fight up. Now, of course, Lomachenko, for some reason, in America, he's loved. In the Ukraine, he's loved. Devin the Dream Haney is hated in America. So right now, Vasyl Lomachenko, the Ukrainian, has two countries behind him. And Devin the Dream Haney does not have no country behind him. You understand what I'm saying? Vasyl Lomachenko has Ukraine behind him. And he has America behind him. They love him. Everyone loves Lomachenko. America does not like the American champion by the name of Devin Haney. So they going through this fight camp, fight promotion, etc. And then magically, they took Lomachenko off of the top 10 list. What? He's not top 10 now that Devin Haney done signed the papers, the contract. Then they start talking about his age and saying, oh, he looked like he done slowed down, and oh, he's really a lightweight. He really had to move up weight just to fight competition. So you telling me Vasyl Lomachenko had to move up weight to fight competition, but he had Rigondeaux move up 2 weight classes to a weight class that he had never fought at so that he could defeat Rigondeaux, right? Oh, okay, you forgot that though, right? Well, guess what? Guess who didn't forget it? That guy. You double standard, old media, super just need your face, man. Vasyl Lomachenko. Loved, adored, praised in America and praised in Ukraine. Doesn't even have to do anything to promote the fight. All he got to do is show up. That's all he got to do. All Vasyl Lomachenko got to do is show up. Now, Devin Haney is doing everything to promote the fight. You got what I'm saying? And what's crazy is he carrying it the right way. He's saying actual factual things. Like Vasyl Lomachenko was ducking him. Now, he did back off talking about that because it seemed like he started understanding the politics in boxing, and he started not talking about how Lomachenko ducked him that first time. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, he did bring it up, but then eventually he stopped talking about it because he didn't want to hang his hat on that. And I get that. Get your money, baby. Get your money. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, because you may not be catching a lot of little things that I'm leaving out. You got what I'm saying? There's some things that I'm leaving out, some sprinkles I'm leaving out. So anyway, now everyone is running with the narrative that Lomachenko is too old, too small. Yeah, too old, too small. Probably too slow. Now, mind you, Terrence Crawford ain't slowing down. He older than Lomachenko. When Floyd Mayweather fought Canelo Alvarez, he was older than, you got me? He was older than Lomachenko. Canelo was older than Devin Haney. So that means that Canelo was stronger, faster, and everything. Over the hill, Mayweather schooled Canelo Alvarez. So what we can't do is, oh, he's old. No, he's not old. He's in his prime. That's what, because if he was old, he wouldn't be in that ring trying to fight Devin Haney. You got me? Everybody is manufacturing every single excuse on the planet. It's to a point where if Devin Haney loses, he loses. Even worse, if he wins, he loses. Because if Devin Haney wins, he fought an over-the-hill Lomachenko. He fought a slow Lomachenko. He didn't fight him when he was fast and he was the Matrix and he knew all these angles and et cetera, et cetera. He fought him when he was slow. He fought him when he was old. You understand me? They magically erased that Devin Haney tried to fight him when Devin Haney was 20. Now, what's crazy is they asked Lomachenko about it. And let me tell you about this super arrogant, disgustingly arrogant Lomachenko. This is what they said. Lomachenko said that Devin Haney didn't have nothing that he wanted. And that's the reason why he didn't fight him. Mind you now, he did have something that you wanted. He had a name and he had the #1 spot because he was the motherfucking mandatory. So what are you talking about? He didn't have nothing. Listen, when you are the best, you want to fight the best. So if you got the young buck come up and coming, calling your name out, and he is the #1 contender, and he is your mandatory, and he's saying he want the smoke, why are you saying that you don't want the smoke with the person that's the mandatory? He don't got nothing I want. What do you mean he don't got nothing? You're supposed to be proving that you the best instead of applying to be a franchise champion and jumping over heaven and earth so that you don't fight the #1 contender, because he would have never had that WBC belt if you had fought him. You got me? He would have never been sent the belt. He would have took it from you. That's what he would have did at 20 years old. Devin Haney would have took it from you. See, it's a reason why Ryan Garcia said, I'm willing to fight everybody, but I'll save Devin Haney for last. It's a reason why Gervonta Tank Davis always throwing shots at Devin Haney. It's a reason why Shakur Stevenson name drops Devin Haney. It's a reason. It's a reason why everyone who has fought Devin Haney always gives him great praises, because no one can say, and it's undeniable, that boy's a boxing fool. He is very difficult. He's a great boxer. He sticks to the fundamentals. He's quick. He's lengthy. You know what I'm saying? He got some reach on him. He stays tight, and he can fight in the pocket, and he's really defensive. Look, man, he knows how to box. And I heard Teddy Atlas say this. I disagree, but I heard Teddy Atlas say this. He called Vasyl Lomachenko the best ever, right? He said he was an all-time best, etc., right? He hadn't even had a lot of pro fights, and he was already saying that he was like the greatest. Even Bob Arum was comparing Lomachenko to Muhammad Ali and stuff like that, right? Oh, disgusting. But anyway, Teddy Atlas was saying that Vasyl Lomachenko was just the best ever. And he being Teddy Atlas said that Devin Haney was chinny because Linares hit Devin Haney with a clean, clear, super nice shot. Oh, man. Woo! He hit him so hard. I want to say it was like the 8th round. It was 7th or the 8th round. He hit Devin Haney so hard that it wobbled Devin Haney. Devin Haney, he was hurt, clearly hurt, and he was wobbling when he was going. His equilibrium was knocked off, and when he was walking to his corner, because Linares hit Devin Haney right at the end of the bell. It was like hit, bing. You got what I'm saying? And Devin Haney was walking to his corner, and Linares, he did like this with his hands, like guiding him to the ring. Oh man, it was fun. Guiding him to his corner, like your corner is over there. But that was funny. Devin Haney took Linares' shot, right? Next round, he went to the corner. He was clearing those cobwebs, clearing them off. Boom, he cleared those cobwebs. Next round, he engaged in a little clinch so that he can get his bearings. And then he got back to business, and he was executing a wonderful game plan on systematically breaking down and destroying Linares. Just outboxing him on just all levels. It was just wonderful to see. Oh man, woo, it was just greatness. Now, when Linares hit Lomachenko, guess what happened to Lomachenko? He hit him with a clean shot. The same way he hit Devin Haney with a clean shot. Guess what happened? Vasyl High-Tech Lomachenko was on his ass. You got me? So that's the power of Linares. Linares hits Devin Haney with a clean shot and wobbles him. He hit Vasyl Lomachenko with a shot, a clean shot, and he knocks him down. You see that? So what we not gonna do, and what I don't agree with, oh, he's just chinny. Oh, he's just chinny. Well, show me some footage where Devin Haney got knocked down. Show me some footage where he's on his AAA, sis. You know what I'm saying? Show me. I ain't seen him in no videos on his ASS's. You got what I'm saying? I have seen Devin Haney get hit with a lot of shots, but nobody knocked him down. It's possible because he's human, but we're not going to say that he does not have a chin. He keeps showing you over and over that he does have a chin. Anyone can get knocked down. You got me? But to this day, Devin Haney has not been one of those individuals. So let's not act like he has been. You got what I'm saying? So anyway, let me adjust my microphone. I'm getting ready to get out of here, but man, I'm telling you, I'm really disturbed because this is game day, baby. You know what I'm saying? This is the Super Bowl of boxing right here. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Vasyl Lomachenko gets knocked down by Linares. Haney gets wobbled by Linares. Devin Haney has a chin. And for everybody who keeps saying, oh yeah, he pillow fist. Well, nobody else is saying that. None of the people that he fight is saying that. George Kambosos has said, and he has shared 24 rounds with Devin Haney. Said Devin Haney is very, very difficult to fight, and he has enough power to make it where you just can't do whatever you want to do. So I'm going to trust somebody who fought him. Right now, Devin Haney and Vasyl Lomachenko, they weighed in. The first official weigh-in. Somebody is in a video saying that Devin Haney did not make weight the first time or the second time. They're saying that it took Devin Haney 3 times to make weight when they first weighed in. Got me? So that was their first weigh-in. Now we pushed forward to a ceremonial weigh-in between Devin Haney and Vasyl Lomachenko. Devin Haney weighed 134.9. And Vasyl Lomachenko came in at 135 pounds. Right now, when they weighed in at the ceremonial weigh-ins, on the screen, Vasyl Lomachenko weighed more than Devin Haney. So that means that their initial weigh-in, whether Devin Haney made weight the first time, second time, or third time, Devin Haney didn't. He weighed less than Vasyl Lomachenko. Now, if you don't know, it's very, very difficult for Devin Haney to make this weight. And Vasyl Lomachenko, he walks around at 150 pounds as well. You understand? So he walks around, his walk around weight is bigger than what he fight at. So let's not act like both of these guys are not sacrificing and coming down in weight. Stop with all the excuses once again. So anyway, Vasyl Lomachenko weighs more than Devin Haney. They do a ceremonial weigh-in, and at the ceremonial weigh-in, Devin the Dream Haney pushes Vasyl Lomachenko. Now, of course, I understand that you building this buzz. He got to build the fight, because I'm telling you, ever since he pushed him, man, the boxing world has went into pandemonium. They like, oh my God, this is crazy. However, the downside is this. People are using this opportunity because Devin the Dream Haney pushed Vasyl Lomachenko. But they are using this as an opportunity to say the most negative, horrible things about somebody they already hate. And that's Devin the Dream Haney. I have read comments online calling Devin Haney a monkey and using all kind of racist terminology when they talking about Devin the Dream Haney. Say, oh, he's saying he don't got no class and he a savage, and they saying all this crazy stuff. And listen, I need to remind these people that this is boxing. Do you understand? This is boxing. So what in the world are people talking about? This is boxing. And when you are involved in boxing, one individual is trying to punch another individual until that individual is not even conscious. That's what there ain't no class in boxing. This is not a gentleman's sport. So stop with all the lies that you tell yourself, because even boxing was formed through organized crime organizations. Boxing was formed through organizations that specialized in organized crime. They were gangsters. And they were doing hand-to-hand, close-quarter combat. And eventually it was boxing, etc. So let's not talk. Stop talking like boxing is this super civilized sport. This guy's trying to punch this other guy, or girl is trying to punch this other girl until they not conscious no more. What the fuck is you talking about? This is all uncivilized. So let's not try to bring civility into this picture right here. No, man. It's a sport because, people are exercising. They doing everything to compete at the highest level. So, of course, it's a sport. But let's not act like this is some civilized activity. This is combat sports. So stop with all the, you're supposed to, look, this ain't butterfly boxing. This ain't buttercup boxing, man. If you want to be go form your own butterfly league and your own buttercup league, and then you do buttercup boxing over there. This is all power ground boxing over here. Only the strong survive and the weak people perish. So what are you talking about? Ain't no talking. You don't deserve a conversation. So people using Devin Haney, pushing Vasyl Lomachenko as an excuse to say all the negative things. Trust me, I see what you're doing, and you would never do that in real life because you already know your chin will get checked. That's what would happen, and you know it. Your heart is a dormitory, and it has a little tiny man that lives in your heart. And that little tiny man that lives in your heart is a coward. You got me? And that's the reason why you talk the way you talk and say all this crazy stuff that you would never say in real life, because you know you would get dealt with instantly. You got me? So this is for the people who are using all this racism and all this horrible, the N words, and saying all this crazy stuff, and using Devin the Dream Haney, pushing Vasyl Lomachenko as an excuse to say negative things about Devin Haney. What's crazy though, switching subjects, I saw Robert Garcia saying that since Devin the Dream Haney pushed Vasyl Lomachenko, people are going to be rooting more for Lomachenko, and that's what shifted it. No, that's not what happened, Garcia. That's not. America does not like or support Devin the Dream Haney. You understand me? And with Robert Garcia, do you notice? Do you notice who he backs? He stays on code. Do you notice who Robert Garcia backs? Anytime it's between this type of person and that type of person, you fill in the blanks. So Robert Garcia, trust me, man, I understand why you say the things that you say. You're like America. You don't hate anyone. You're like America though. But you stand for who you want to stand for. You got what I'm saying? So I understand that ain't no hate. And what I respect about Robert Garcia, and I don't respect about a lot of people, is that Robert Garcia knows how to stay on code. He knows. He stays on code. That's what he does. You got me? He loves staying on code, and I respect that. I respect the fact that, he gives his opinion. And if he ain't got nothing positive to say about his own, he do the political spin. But you'll never catch Robert Garcia speaking crazy and negative about Canelo Alvarez. Never. You understand me? He'll never say nothing crazy about Benavidez. Even when they talk to him about Tank and Garcia, he ain't say nothing bad about Garcia. He loves staying on code, and I respect it. I like it. I seen Robert Garcia in so many different situations. And man, he knows how to use sentences that ensure that he's given the utmost respect to the individuals that he respects and individuals that he consider his people. He understands that. He loves speaking on code, and I love it. I be like, ooh, man, he's one of my favorite trainers, but I always respect him because he speaks on code. You understand what I'm saying? Stays on code. I be like, ooh, that's good. I like how you said that. He knows how to say everything that he needs to say without speaking bad about his own people. You understand what I'm saying? I was like, man, Garcia, you all right. So I understand why you choose Vasyl Lomachenko over Devin Haney in a different way, because he was complimentary to Devin Haney. But the reasoning is the problem that I have. That's something that I have. I have a problem with the reasoning. People are not backing Vasyl Lomachenko because they just like, oh yeah, woo, he's just better than Devin Haney. No. It's something way deeper. I can't put my finger on what it is, but it's something way deeper than, oh, you know what? It's just because Devin Haney pushed Vasyl Lomachenko, and that's the reason why they just like Vasyl Lomachenko more. It's just because Haney pushed him. If Haney hadn't pushed Vasyl Lomachenko, America would just love them some Devin Haney. No, bro. That's not how things work. There's some reason. I don't know the reason. Maybe you know the reason. You got me? So anyway, Devin Haney pushes Vasyl Lomachenko. The world is in uproar. I'm hoping that this is generating and hyping this fight up to generate even more pay-per-view sales. I'm very happy that it happened. This is not butterfly boxing. This is not butter cake boxing. Okay, Buttercup. It's not Buttercup boxing. So stop with all the craziness. Stop with all the excuses. People get pushed. They get cursed at. This is combat sports. So now here we are. The undisputed lightweight champion of the world. The youngest to ever do it in this 4-belt era, for real. Taking on Vasyl Lomachenko for all the marbles. Defending his belts for the second time. And that hasn't been done. That has not been done. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not been done. Now, from what I'm hearing, Judge Tim Cheatham he's a judge there in Las Vegas. Bob Arum, he loves him some Lomachenko. This is Devin Haney's last fight with Top Rank. So if it goes to decision, if Devin Haney does not put on a boxing clinic against Vasyl Lomachenko, I am skeptical that Devin Haney can get a decision in Las Vegas. I am very skeptical. Now, everybody is thinking that Devin Haney is going to win because he's taller, he's faster, he's stronger. You know what I'm saying? He got most of the advantages. He don't got the experience that Lomachenko has. But I just find it difficult to believe that Bob Arum in Las Vegas could lose those belts in Las Vegas. I find that difficult to believe. You know, Bob Arum is always speaking highly of Lomachenko and really regards Lomachenko in a great light, and really always back Lomachenko. So, with that being said, I find it very difficult for Haney to get a decision, but I'm still shooting for and pulling for and pushing for and rooting for Devin the Dream Haney. I'm hoping that he defeats Vasyl Lomachenko in impressive fashion. Now, on this other side, Vasyl Lomachenko is not too old. He is not too small. Stop with these stupid excuses. Stop. Vasyl Lomachenko is a very dangerous fighter. He's a seasoned veteran. He done had like 600-700 fights, man, and only lost a couple of those times. He's not used to even losing. You got what I'm saying? Not at all. He has nothing to lose. He's fighting for his dream. All he's ever wanted was these belts. And guess what? People love Lomachenko. They love him. In America, they love him. In the Ukraine, they love him. I think if it goes the distance, I find it difficult to believe that Vasyl Lomachenko can't win. If it goes the distance, I think if it's almost a tie, I think that they would lean toward Lomachenko, especially with a judge. If one of those judges is Tim Cheatham, that guy's always in these decisions, and his scorecards always look crazy, and they always have him in these matches. I'd be like, whoa, the biggest of the big that might go to a decision, Tim Cheatham is going to be there. You got what I'm saying? So shouts out to Tim Cheatham. Because, man, that guy and his scorecards. But anyway, Vasyl Lomachenko is very skilled. He's very strong. If he can close the distance, it's going to be a very long night for Devin Haney. It's going to be a very, very long night for Devin Haney. If he can close that distance, and if he can time Devin Haney is longer. So he got to stay on the outside. If he boxes from the outside, when Loma try to close that distance, I'm telling you, man, it could be a great night for Devin Haney. If Devin Haney chooses, which I don't think he's going to do this, even though I think at times he's going to have to do this. If he sits down on some of his punches, he's going to force Lomachenko to reevaluate. Even though Lomachenko, he got to go for the gusto. He got to put it all on the line right now. He got to put it on the line because this may be his last chance. And he said it. But whoever wins, even though I'm hoping for Haney, Team Loma said that, hey, if he defeats Loma, he is the #1 in the world. And Team Haney has said, hey, if you defeat me, then you #1 in the world. And I agree. The winner of this, which is going to be Devin the Dream Haney, I'm going ahead and call it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be by a majority decision. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that Devin Haney knocks Vasyl Lomachenko down, because I need Devin Haney to make it convincing. Yeah, that's what I need. Because I don't believe that if it's close, I don't believe they'll give it to Haney. I just don't because I'm on social media, I'm everywhere. People just do not like Devin Haney. They don't like him. I don't know what he did. They do not like Devin Haney. But I had to get all this build up to the fight between Devin the Dream Haney and Vasyl High-Tech Lomachenko. I had to get this out of my mind. I had to get all of these thoughts out of my mind. I'm telling you, man, I'm very conflicted right now. You got what I'm saying? But this fight is getting ready to go down right now, and oh my God, I'm ready for it. You feel what I'm saying? So I got wings coming. I got all the unhealthiest foods on the planet coming right now. Now, if you don't know, I box, right? And listen, if you box and you eat wings or you eat like a highly fatty food, now you may sometimes be able to get by if you eat some chips or something like that. But if you eat a high fatty food, oh man, I say like 45 hours later, if you go to the gym or later that night you go to the gym, oh man, your body feels horrible. It tastes good in that moment. You know what I'm saying? But if let's say, 11 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, I eat some wings or something, right? And then, if I go running at like 4 in the morning or the next day I go running, oh man, your boy be feeling so tired. I feel so sluggish. It's just the worst feeling. It's like a food hangover. It's hard to explain. It's just horrible. You just don't feel good. But I'm telling you, I got all the most unhealthiest foods on the planet Oh, yeah, and I got some Pop-Tarts, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm eating bad today, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready to eat bad, bad, bad. It's just crazy. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it just is what it is. I usually don't eat unhealthy food. You got what I'm saying? So today I'm eating crazy. You know what I'm saying? I hope I don't throw up or nothing, but TMI, huh? TMI. You think I'm staying on too long. I don't even know how long I've been on. I'm sorry now, I'm just talking your head off. I'm sure that nobody on the planet is listening to this video. So basically, I'm just gonna do this video for me so that I can look back on it and be like, you know what? You was cool then, you was funny then, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got a lot of I don't have a lot of subscribers on my channel, and because I'm not consistent with my posts, and you know, I just kind of be speaking how I feel. I don't try to, you know, play the politics and boxing game. You got what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm getting off of here, but I think that Devin the Dream Haney is going to defeat Vasyl Lomachenko. I'm definitely hoping that happens. I'm telling you, I'm rooting for Devin the Dream Haney. Win, lose, or draw, Devin the Dream Haney has been excellent. He's been a great example for individuals who are trying to box. People, if you're trying to get into the boxing game, I'm telling you, look at the path of Devin the Dream Haney. He did it like no other because he a bad mother. Shut your mouth. You understand what I'm saying? But look, that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But if you're this one person that is looking at this video to this point, oh my God, what are you doing with your life? You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate you. Look, I might even cash app you or something, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, here's what I want you to do though. You know what I'm saying? This has been Power Ground Boxing. I had to get on and just say all the things that I'm thinking because this is the Super Bowl of boxing right now. You know what I'm saying? They fighting for undisputed. Devin the Dream Haney fighting Vasyl Lomachenko. Oh my God, come on, Haney. You got this, baby. You know what I'm saying? But look, this is Power Ground Boxing courtesy of Power Ground Sports. I talk about the biggest names in sports and entertainment. And I'm telling you, man, listen, I'm at PowerGrindBoxing.com. On all social media, I am Power Grind Boxing. Please show your boy some love, and I really appreciate the fact that you stayed right here. If you stayed right here, and I'm saying stay on the grind. I'm out of here, man. I talk too much. Oh my God, this is crazy. I think I need some water. Peace.